Channel 2's Larry Spruill is live outside the Capitol where demonstrators are gathering right now, Larry.
Yeah, Linda, a very large crowd since our 5:30 hit. I want to show you just what we're talking about here. Coming around this way, you can just see the crowd outside the state capitol building. First, I want to show you the damage here in Norcross. Take a look at the tree behind me. You can see that tree. Part of that tree is on the ground. Most of the power is out here in Norcross. Neighbors tell me they are concerned for their safety. This crime scene tape is a hard reminder of the shooting that happened right in front of the home right over here. One man tells me he was home at the time when the bullets went inside of his house. Justin, we're still trying to get as much information as possible, but let me step out of the way so you can see this large magnitude of an active crime scene.
Breaking news after a worker was shot and killed and another one hurt, all over a customer's complaint of too much mayonnaise on a sandwich. It happened around 6:30 tonight on Northside Drive in downtown Atlanta. APD's interim police chief spoke only to Channel 2's Larry Spruill tonight. Larry, he cannot believe what started this shooting.
Yeah, Justin, both police and the store owners tell me all of this was because of a sandwich order. Now, it happened here at this Subway off Northside Drive. You can see crews are inside cleaning up, but I do want to point you to the window, that shattered window right there. That is because of this shooting. Now, the store owners also tell me that what happened here was that the customer was upset because he had too much mayonnaise on his sandwich. It's a story you only see here on Channel 2.
It just breaks my heart to know that someone has the audacity to point a weapon and shoot someone for as little as too much mayonnaise on a sandwich.
Too much mayo on a sandwich. That's the reason why Willie Glenn says 2 of his employees were shot and 1 of them is dead. It happened around 6:30 Sunday night inside this Subway restaurant on Northside Drive in downtown Atlanta. Glenn would not release the identities of the employees because he's still waiting for family members to be informed, but he did tell me both employees were young women, and they just started about 3 weeks ago.
They're just model employees.
Channel 2 was the only news crew here at the scene as Atlanta police collected evidence. I was the only reporter to talk to police about this senseless shooting.
What you're seeing behind me is the result of a tragedy, senseless tragedy that we've seen numerous times throughout the year, where an argument leads to gunfire, and now we have someone dead. And when we learned the reason for this argument, which was too much mayonnaise on a sandwich, that an individual felt his response to that would be to fire into this business. This is the challenge that we are against in law enforcement right now.
Al Robinson, also a co-owner of this Subway restaurant, says this is just too much.
You pull out a gun and just shoot somebody over a sandwich? That's ridiculous. My heart just breaks right now.
Incredible. Larry joining us now live at the restaurant once again. Larry, do we know anything about the investigation or the shooter?
Well, Justin and I have been on the phone with Atlanta police all night, and they tell me right now they are still looking through security video. They are also interviewing witnesses, and as of right now, this is still an early part of the investigation. They are still looking for that suspect. Justin?
We have an update to an exclusive we brought you on WSB Tonight on Monday. More victims have come forward after a bouncy house company says their equipment was held for ransom by this man who was a customer. Well, get this, since that story aired Monday, at least 3 other companies told us it happened to them too, at the same place and with the same guy. Channel 2's Larry Spruill is live in the city of South Fulton, and Larry, you spoke exclusively to those victims, and police are now actively looking for this guy.
And Wendy, police gave me this flyer identifying that man as William Long, but the victims I talked to tell me he is going by a different name on Facebook, and they want people to pay attention.
I had got a Facebook inquiry on June 9th. saying that they wanted to rent a bouncy house for the next day.
I had somebody reach out to me on Facebook Marketplace where I posted my water slide and bounce house.
I was initially contacted on Facebook Marketplace.
It's a common theme between these three business owners, Julissa Jones, Charlene Patrick, and Jasmine Lawrence.
Rented both my snow cone machine and my bouncy house. Said it was for his daughter's birthday.
All three were contacted by this man.
By the name of, what is his name? Thomas Jones.
He goes by the name of Thomas Jones.
I first told you about someone who they say goes by the name Thomas Jones on Facebook on Monday. Jasmine Lawrence, the owner of Jack Event Rentals, tells me Jones can be seen here in this video, watching her set up the bouncy house at the Camelot Apartments in College Park before he stole it. After her story aired on Monday, I found out she was not his only victim. That's why South Fulton police released this Be on the Lookout flyer, identifying the thief as William Long. In this flyer, you can see where police say he contacts party planners on Facebook Marketplace and requests their bouncy houses, water slides, and snow cone machines for an event. While they set everything up, he's close by.
While we were setting up the equipment, the gentleman just watched us.
They stood there. Every time I set up, I always record myself setting up.
He stood there the whole time and watched.
Then before the event is over, he texts them.
Hey, want to know what time you're coming?
How far are you?
Only for when they get back, they find
nothing, the whole ground empty. No water slide, bounce house, nothing was there.
There was no bouncy house.
That's when they say he demands money.
You can buy it back for me. Do you want to buy it back for me?
I'll sell you back your bounce house for $500.
Channel 2's Larry Spruill back out live with us again from South Fulton Police Department. Larry, it seems like he's getting all this stuff together to put a party on or something. Any idea what he's doing with all of this equipment?
Well, Wendy, the people I talked to tell me they have personally saw this man try to resell their equipment on Facebook Marketplace, and they're hoping that police will catch them soon. Wendy?
Like a really quick power or quick storm came flying through. I mean, whipping, and then like hail and everything. It was crazy.
And then the storm was over, says Nona Johnson. Everything happened in less than 10 minutes, leaving trees down all over downtown Norcross.
And then the power went out.
Johnson is a chef here at the local Peach, Georgia. It's a locally owned restaurant and grocery store. But without power, all of their produce and food will be ruined. They're now forced to save as much as possible.
Food in the fridge doesn't stay that long, and so we're
But the frustration is just too much for Johnson.
If we lose everything in our fridge and our freezers, we have to start over, all over again.
Our cameras on scene as crews started to cut down the trees in Norcross. People across Metro Atlanta witnessed Mother Nature's wrath. This is video of hail falling on a deck in Roswell. Our Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Tony Thomas sent us this video of heavy downpours in Gwinnett County. And Walton County got hit with the storms also. Crews quickly started to clean up the debris. Meanwhile, in Norcross, people are preparing to embrace the night without air conditioning and power.
The whole town is out right now. They said over 2,000 people are without power.
Larry Spruill back out live with us in Norcross. Larry, you could just feel that woman's frustration, and it's something that so many others are feeling across the metro as well. So right now we know that Georgia Power says 8,500 families in the metro are without power. People need it. Any word on how long it's going to take to get it back on where you are?
Well, Wendy, I talked to many people here in this area. They tell me they were told by the power company that the power will be out for the next 8 to 10 hours. They are hoping that things will be back up and running by the time they wake up in the morning. Wendy?
We can only hope so for them. Larry, thank you so much.